Hello, and welcome to your virtual graduation celebration. I'm delighted to welcome you and to share in your celebration wherever you are in the world. I hope that today you can celebrate your achievements with family and friends and look back on your time at LSE with a sense of pride. You faced incredible challenges over the course of your degree, and I know that completing your studies during the pandemic was far from easy. Some people will look back on their time during the pandemic and say they took up a new hobby or caught up on reading or watching movies. You can say, I completed a degree at the London School of Economics and Political Science. You did it. Despite the hurdles you encountered along the way, you're here today celebrating your successes as an LSE graduate. Now, it won't surprise you to hear me say that a good education is the most important asset you have in your life, especially in a time of crisis. I often tell the story of my family who lost everything in Egypt and had to start again. Our salvation was that my father had an education, and he would often remind me that it was the one thing that no one can take away from you. An LSE education is especially precious because it gives you a global outlook and an ability to think critically for yourself about the important issues of the day. And the class of 20 and 21 will always have a special place in all our hearts because of how much you had to overcome to earn your education. As we begin to move towards a post-pandemic future, I hope you're able to look at the possibilities ahead. And whilst I know that there are still many uncertainties and challenges as we navigate a world that has dramatically changed from when you began your degree, there has never been a greater need for you as social science graduates to make your mark on the world. I have no doubt that many of you here today will be influential in your chosen field and make a real difference to society, whether on a local, national, or global scale. I look forward to hearing about your future successes in the years to come. To be an LSE graduate is a wonderful thing. I can say this from personal experience. You will encounter opportunities and experiences that you might not have expected or even imagined. Studying at LSE equips you with the tools you need to become the leaders of tomorrow, but it's up to you to decide what success means to you and to take those next steps and drive change in the world. Your path after LSE may take you to surprising places. I know mine did, but I encourage you to stay connected to your LSE community. The friends you've made here will stay with you for a lifetime, and I hope you'll be celebrating with them today, whether in person or remotely, and that you continue to champion one another in the years ahead. I'm also looking forward to celebrating with you in person too. We'll be inviting you to take part in a future graduation celebration when we can safely come together in person to recognize your extraordinary achievements. It will be a wonderful moment to mark all the hard work and dedication that got you here. For now, I'd like to congratulate you all once again and to wish you the very best for the future.
Hello and welcome. I am so pleased that you are able to join us. This is an unusual graduation ceremony brought about by unusual times. But our reason for meeting is not unusual at all. We are gathered to celebrate the extraordinary achievement of all of you during your studies, which have spanned a most tumultuous time. Back when you first started your degree, we met in person, had face-to-face meetings, and enjoyed large gatherings as part of induction ceremonies. Those events were soon followed by full days of lectures and seminars, and crowded gatherings in front of the Saw Sui Hawk Student Centre. If you traveled to and from campus on the London Underground, you regularly experienced attempts to solve the closest packing problem in train carriages. You were able to experience the LSE and the department in its full glory, with the public events series, the seminars organized by the Forum for Philosophy, the department's Popper Seminar, and all the Student Society events too. We then experienced a global pandemic which transformed the world, an event from which we are only now starting to emerge. What I would like to call attention to is how all of you have done brilliantly under these circumstances. You have all worked so hard. These have been incredibly trying times, but you rose to the challenge, and I am deeply impressed and proud at what you achieved. The Department of Philosophy, Logic, and Scientific Method is an academic community formed out of its faculty and its students. This academic community has a history going back to 1946, when Karl Popper arrived at the LSE and founded the department with the aim of using philosophy to help change the world for the better. Since then, generations of students have studied at and graduated from the department. Each of you are now members of that community of alumni, and we hope that you will remain in contact and continue to participate in our events when possible. One of the things we have all learned over the past year is how much it is possible to do online while maintaining a sense of community. As the world returns to normal, I hope we will continue to offer people the opportunity to join our departmental events online, so that each of you will only be a click away from following the most recent developments in the philosophy you know and love. What we lose from the inability to meet in a physical space, we gain from meeting in a virtual space. What we have here is a meeting of people from all walks of life, from different countries and continents, who have converged here, along with their families, as a result of their intellectual interests. And it is the culmination of their studies and their success which we celebrate today.
I'm sure that when starting at LSE, you didn't imagine just how much the world could change in such a short space of time. If we've learnt one thing this year, it's that life is unpredictable and can take us pretty much anywhere. That's why it's all the more important to take the opportunity to celebrate your achievements and all the hard work that you've done to get to your graduation day at LSE.
My business school class in 1987 was called the Class of the Crash. But history proves that crises not only pass, but they catalyze the creation of new ideas, new industries, and new opportunities.
You're entering the world at a challenging time for democracy. Do not be deterred in pursuing your dreams of improving our collective situations. In fact, double down on them. If my time at LSE taught me anything, it was that it was possible not just to lean into society's most complex questions, but also to imagine a career built around the idea of contributing to solve them.
I'm certain that, come time, you will realize what an important part the school and the overall student experience will have played in turning you into the person you are, and most importantly, the person you might become tomorrow.
In the time since graduating, the value of my studies at LSE has really shown itself in how I'm never afraid to question or challenge what I see around me. An education from LSE really equips you to recognise the power of bringing the social sciences together and to go above and beyond in everything that you do. So use what you've learned to innovate, to inspire, and to make an impact.
When I was a student in the mid to late 1980s, the school was a much different place. With 3,500 students, it was much smaller, but at its core, it was what it still is today. An unbelievably rich, diverse, global place that cannot fail to instill the sort of values into its student body that will help the world overcome its multiple challenges.
Use your time from here wisely, concoct your dreams bravely, and realize that you are graduating from a unique, special institution that gives you extraordinary permission to go after them. Don't let that go to waste. I, for one, cannot wait to see what you come up with.
You can build great careers and find work no matter where you are in the world, whether it's in Cleveland or in Canary Wharf or in Shanghai or in Ethiopia, it doesn't matter.
Set goals, keep learning, take chances, work hard and play hard. Learn from your mistakes. You'll make them, I most certainly did. Eventually weave your experiences together into an optimal path for you.
Most importantly, while it may feel like a chapter is coming to an end or door is closing, your graduation is actually the beginning of the next chapter and a set of new doors opening. And there's really no set path for an LSE graduate. When I think about the friends I graduated with, they're all doing so many amazing things in all walks of life.
Your existing network is a resource, and so are the LSE alumni community you're going to become a part of. So tap into it.
No matter what comes next, you'll always be a part of the LSE community, and I'm so excited to see what you'll achieve.
Most important, go through this with family and friends. Lean on your classmates. They probably also have no idea what they're getting themselves into. But be assured that armed with incredible education, doors will be open to you for life. So embrace the journey and have fun.
Be kind to yourself, be warm to yourself, and be friendly with yourself, and tap into your friends and your network to help you navigate this journey.
Congratulations to all on your graduation, and I wish you much success and inspiration for this next chapter in all of your lives.